All right, here at No Reserve, we have our beautiful 92 Ford F-150 XLT. It's extended cab, short bed, so it's got the 6.5 foot bed, 4x4. It's got the 5.8 liter automatic overdrive, push button 4x4. It's all original paint except for the tailgate. It's tough to see because we're over here in the shadows, but the tailgate has been repainted at some point. It's just a, you know, barely like a little bit of a shade darker, but this is the rest of it's original paint. It's this beautiful color called medium cabernet. It's a non-metallic, and it's really as about a blood red as you could get. It's not a bright red. You know, in the sun it's very bright and beautiful. In the shade like this, and towards the end of the day, it's a little bit of a darker, you know, blood red. But this truck I got quite a bit of history with. You know, I started getting into the OBS body style. Always enjoyed them, but really got into them in 2010. And in 2012, I bought this truck. And my father-in-law bought it from me. And he had about 10 years, and really, you know, he had several vehicles, a couple Galaxies, you know, daily driver. It was a plug-in car, and last few years, and then he had a Chevy Colorado. So this was just kind of a, you know, a fifth vehicle for him or whatever it might be. And so he didn't put very many miles on it, and I bought it back from him a little while ago. And so we'll go ahead and go over this thing. You know, this just started. I don't know when we replaced the headlight if we left the loose back there, but there's a little bit of condensation in this headlight. I'll try to dry it out. Inside the grill is really nice. We repainted this a while back, the correct silver color. The chrome is a little bit, you know, faded. You know, you do have, this is real common for the OBS trucks, just to have kind of a aging in the chrome right here around the bezel. But they're all original lights. Original chrome bumpers in nice shape, no tweaks. You know, lower valance has a couple little scuffs and marks and stuff like that, but overall looks really nice. This wheel well trim has a couple little dings. You know, the paint on the hood does have some chips here and there. It's got the nice little bug guard. It's got the shorty bug guard, which is cool, not the big ugly one. You will find a couple little chips over here and stuff in the paint. I think we got pretty close to 400 photos of this thing. Looks like some tree sap that was on the paint there. There is a small crack that comes up right here. We had quite a bit of work done to this truck. We didn't replace the window because sometimes they do get chipped in transport, and it just has a chip right there which you could have fixed, and that small crack. But we have a dual mechanical drive video, a run and drive video, and but we did both fuel tanks because we're going to do the fuel pumps, and the tanks are pretty cheap, so we just had the tanks replaced. Fuel filter, oil change, tune up, you know, a couple other things that we'll talk about that in the description and in the drive video. It's got the polished bed protectors all the way around. This one, you know, I think I had a canopy on it a long time ago, not under my ownership or father-in-law's ownership. You know, there's some chips in the tailgate right there. So this tailgate has been on there a long time. A little kind of, the corners dented in, and then you got a little bit of clear coat issues here, just on the tailgate. So, and there's some little scratches here. Hopefully you can catch those in the photos. Little scratch right there, and you'll see below that is the original burgundy, so that's how you know it's been painted. In most of the light it matches perfectly, but in some light you'll see that little, where the tailgate's just a little darker. Some chips here. Rear bumper's in nice shape, you know, a little scratch here, but overall super nice. Original 4x4 decal, nice and clean behind the gas door. Now a couple little stone chips along here. A little ding in the wheel well trim right there, and these do unscrew. Nice and clean behind the gas door. There's some aging in the paint along here, you'll see. You know, so if you wax, you'll get that kind of dried wax looking in there. In between the bed and the cab's really nice. You got a little scratch down here. See if it's, the paint's really shiny and reflective. Little scratch there. A little bit, you see kind of like a weird little chips, like a kind of like a half moon mark there. Little chip on the door edge protectors, and these just protect the, you know, kind of thing you'd see back in the day, 80s and 90s, to protect the door from the keys when you're getting in. Couple little chips along here. Emblem's nice. It's got the automatic hubs. Oh yeah, we did have new motor put in for the four-wheel drive, the push button select, so everything works good, everything lights up. You can see nice gaps. Inside the bed, it had a rubber mat, but it was really dry, but as you can see, the bed bolts look phenomenal. Nice shiny paint throughout. You'll see some scratches and stuff like that, but it didn't get, you can see no big loads of gravel, nothing. The paint's really shiny through there. Tailgate operates really nice. Pretty nice and clean and shiny through there. Still got these little rubber protectors, which is cool. Shuts nice, one-handed deal. You can open up, close it with one hand. There is a little bit of a dent. Looks like maybe somebody, I don't know, pushed the exhaust up and hit that, would be my only guess. Maybe they were driving and didn't see like a lower block or wall or something that pushed it up. So you'll see a little bit of a divot up there. You know, not a lot of scratch there. You know, no really like bedside loading scratches where you see on a lot of pickups, you'll see just a lot of scratches on both sides, and neither bed sides have that. Looks like maybe they had a different bed cap on there at one point that went all the way around, and it was worn the paint a little bit. And you'll find that on both sides. You know, a little aging in the paint around here. Top's in nice condition. Of course, you'll have some chips and stuff like that on the roof. So this has got a little bit of aging around here on the passenger door handle only. This side here doesn't have that aging that the driver's side does, so each side has its own little quirks. Nice door sweeps. I mean, just really, really nice. Got a chip right here. This color is just absolutely beautiful. It's got 31 1050 all terrains with a ton of tread. I mean, the tires are older. I'm not sure what date code. 319. So 319, I'm guessing. So that would be March of 19. Try to see. But they've been on here for a little while that I've noticed. Yeah, trying to see if there's any other type of code on there, but not sure. These are wild countries, believe, radials, 31 1050s. Let's see if over here. But it's got the factory chrome wheels. These are the wheels that came on there brand new. Let's see. Take you. We'll start off in the passenger. Well, I guess we'll go around all the way around the front. The hood, like if you see here, just on the side, it has very, very little bit up right there. Probably had the hood hinge over hyperextend at one point and just push that up. So I'm sure if that drove you nuts, you could have somebody figure that out. It doesn't have a sharp kink, doesn't have like a mountain edge on it or nothing like that. Valance is in nice condition. Little ding right there. Really on the whole body, that's like the only real, you know, ding. And then there's a little one right there. Really tough to see. You know, both doors shut really nice and smooth. Dome light opens, I mean, comes on when you open the door. Dash is basically perfect. I mean, the silver, which this does pop out if you want to put a different piece in there, has a little bit of aging in it, but no cracks in the dash. It doesn't smell like pets, never been smoked in. You know, there's no burn marks. The seat's in really nice condition. The carpet is faded a little bit, you'll see in some areas. It's got the nice floor mats. We've got pictures of those out. But if you want to replace carpet, it'd be super easy because it doesn't have the four-wheel drive shifter. It's a push button system. This is broken here. It's kind of a common deal, but you're supposed to push this up and then you can access it. So what you got to do is you put your hand right down here and you push it just manually up on the lever in the corner. A little bit of annoying, but you can pop this off with the 2 screws and get in there and figure it out. But and no big scratches, you know, no dog claws. Headliner's in nice condition, doesn't have any sagging. Door panel's nice. There is and this kind of felt material. It's right there and there's just a couple little marks. Got little scuffs here, but you can see all the door hinges are in good condition. No pin issues. It's got the stainless protector. We also, the brake booster's been done. The brake master cylinder's been done. And then on this side, one piece that we're waiting for is the dome light switch right here. This is the 92 and 93 only one. And it's a little square guy, only on the extended cabs. After that, they go into a plunger system where it's just straight. So it's on back order. We're just waiting for it to show up. But you can see the dome light does work. You can manually turn it on too. Again, the seat's in really nice condition. Maybe a little bit of sun fading here, but you can see this one works properly. And you'll see it's got kind of that little cable in there, that red one, where on the other one, that cable came off. So you got to get in there and just connect that. You might need to buy a new little cable in there or something, but did have a steering wheel cover on it, but it was older, so I wanted to take it off and show that it is worn right here. It's not loose or nothing. I think most of this wear and fading is from having the steering wheel cover on there for too long, because the leather itself is tight as can be. So I think just kind of the wear of having that thing on there for too long. A little bit of wear on the silver right here. Again, you could pop these out, you could paint them, buy new ones, but I'll try to keep the trucks as original as possible. You know, you got a little bit of marks right there on the door panel.